all of us were caught off guard with respect to how quickly this was going to be implemented.
Measure 114 is scheduled to take effect this Thursday, but law enforcement agencies say they're not prepared to meet the deadline set by the state. The measure bans high-capacity magazines and requires a permit to purchase a firearm. Eugene Police Chief Chris Skinner is the president of Oregon Association Chiefs of Police.
The volume is going to be higher than what we have now, which is none, because municipalities have not been in this space in Oregon. This has been space that the Oregon State Sheriff's Association has been.
The controversial measure has drawn criticism from some sheriffs and chiefs of police from across the state. Some have even said they will not enforce the measure.
There's some nuances about Ballot Measure 114 that aren't really specific. It just kind of gives you some generalities of some of the steps that we have to take, or some of the steps that have to be taken. And that's the first thing I would say, is it's really unclear who's supposed to take these steps.
Now the Oregon DOJ says the state, too, is seeking a postponement to the part of the measure that requires a permit to purchase a firearm. The DOJ says local law enforcement won't be able to process permit applications by the December 8th deadline.
But the municipalities are just not in a great space to be able to handle the influx of people that are going to need a permit to purchase.
Chief Skinner says the fees built into Measure 114 aren't enough to offset what it will cost to his department. He says the state has not come up with a uniform application process all law enforcement agencies can use.
Here in Eugene and across the state, as chiefs are committed to implementing this, we just need more time.
The DOJ said other parts of the measure should take effect as scheduled Thursday, quote, including the process for applying for permits, the restrictions on large-capacity magazines, and the requirement that background checks must be completed and not just requested before firearms can be transferred, end quote. On Friday, a federal judge heard arguments in the lawsuit that could block Measure 114 from taking effect.